I heard it like everybody else heard it. What did you want to know about it?
How did you feel about it?
I thought it was not one of the best bars that he's had. Now, I mean, I understand marketing and promotions, but, if you want to send the message to your brand and your partnerships that you're dangerous and, you'll threaten to hurt people using me as an example of how dangerous you are, just to sell products, then, that's up to him.
I respect how Lance started. He ain't come out like a bitter man trying to tear JayZ down. He gave JayZ his credit. He talked about his contributions to the culture, his evolution, and what his story means to people who saw him make it out. But he also made the point that needed to be made. If you really about healing, why keep reopening the same wound? If you really about growth, why keep using an old violent moment to sell the idea that you are still dangerous? That's not hating. That's just asking for consistency. And this is where we got to be honest about JayZ's overall influence. JayZ has inspired a lot of black men to think bigger, but we cannot pretend his influence has been all positive. A large part of JayZ's mythology is the drug dealer who made it out, turned street money into rap power, and turned rap power into corporate power. That story is amazing because he survived it, but it is also dangerous because most people won't. JayZ is a unicorn. He is the exception. He is the 1 in a million example people point to while ignoring how many people follow that road and end up dead, broke, addicted, or in prison. And when the biggest rapper in the world makes the street to mogul story look like a blueprint, young people don't always hear the warning. Sometimes they only hear the flicks. This is why the Roots picnic line matters, because it reminds people that even after all the money, all the growth, all the business moves, and all the elevation, there is still a need to keep this street credibility alive. And that need has damaged hip-hop for a long time. Some artists really do get closer to danger because they think it makes their music more believable. Some people really do want real street stories attached to their name because they think it gives them value in rap. And when the most successful man in rap still uses old violence as a badge, it reinforces the same mindset that we claim we want young artists to grow out of. That is why I can respect JayZ and still say this line was weak as hell. Both things can be true.
No, I'm not against him making money, but like I said, he talks about trauma, he could afford good therapists, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to deal with it accordingly. So,